black folks played this game with white supremacy too damn long. The white supremacists are going into the next level. They're going into the Nazi, straight up Gestapo, neo-Nazi stage now. And it's time for black folks to get 100% on code. It is time for black people to be on code. The white supremacists are no longer fucking around, which they haven't anyway, but now they're not even hiding it now. The white supremacists are not even hiding it now. The white supremacists now are straight up executing people, and they're doing it because they know they can get away with it. They're executing people on camera now, and they know they're not going to get punished. They're not getting punished at all. And that's what we're having a purge. A week or so ago, a brother asked me, Tariq, do you think the purge will really happen? I said, dude, the purge is happening now. Dude thought I was just talking figuratively. Do you know that this is a fucking purge? The white supremacists, they give symbols and they give little codes to each other through their movies. They give little symbols and codes to each other through their movies. And what they're doing is a straight up purge. They know that they can get away with executing us. Whether you film it or not, we're filming it, we're catching it on film, and they're still not getting punished. So they're letting you know, we can purge you black people and you don't have any protection. So trying to appeal to their sense of sympathy, that ain't working. We got to be on a strict code. We got to be on a strict code, family. Yeah, I got to check out that Killer Mike interview. And the thing is, family, you cannot show hurt and you cannot show fear. We got to get over this thing where we want to beg them for mercy, and the cooning ain't working no more. They don't care about you cooning. They don't care about you cooning. Yeah, our sister Marilyn Mosby, they're going after that sister. They executed the brother out there, and because the sister went off code, from the white supremacist code, because she was supposed to do what she was told, once they allowed her into that position, she went against white supremacy, and now they're trying to destroy that sister. That's why black folks need to rally around her, and also it's very important to have an economic base. And the United Nations, dude, what's going on is a damn Holocaust right now. This is a Holocaust genocide purge. It violates every human right treaty that the United Nations has. The United Nations, because look, Malcolm wanted to go to the United Nations, and I still, and I'm not so big on that, but I still would like to make an official declaration with the United Nations. I don't know how much they're going to do, because the United Nations always talk about how they're going to talk to the United States about their human rights violations, but what the fuck are you going to do? That's the thing. They always talk about warning the U.S. about human rights violations. They did that back in the 90s with the LAPD when they were violating everybody's human rights. They talk about it, but what are they going to do? I want to know what the fuck are they going to do? And that's the problem. When you don't have a mechanism for the white supremacists to be punished, that's the problem. See, and this is another thing. Black people are talking about boycott, boycott, boycott. Y'all understand, you're dependent upon the white supremacists. So for a boycott to be effective, you have to have a parallel economy in order to supplement the boycott. The boycott has to be long enough to harm whoever you're trying to target. The problem is, black folks want to boycott for 1 or 2 days and then go back the next day and buy all the shit that they should have bought on Monday and Tuesday the next day. So the thing is, black folks got to get off this temporary fix thing. A lot of black folks got to get off this temporary fix thing. And we got to understand that the white supremacists, man, they're circling their wagons. They're not coming to help us. Black folks, we're going to have to look to each other and say, how do we fix this situation ourselves? That's real talk, Jeff. Black people, we think too short term. We got to stop thinking short term. Black folks, we get on this thing where we want to do a couple of things. Like some people were arguing with me on Twitter. I've been lighting Twitter up because I've been trying to get black folks on code. See, black folks, what black folks want, they want, hey, come on, Tariq, what do we do? What do we do? Real quick, just give me a real simple answer of what we can do to stop this real quick. What do we do? And when I tried to explain to certain people about having a code and doing things on certain levels, no, what do we do right now? What do we do now? It's that the ant and the grasshopper. You know, the ant was doing work all year, getting ready for the winter, but the grasshopper was jumping around, fucking around, bullshitting, and then when winter came, the grasshopper quickly wanted to know, hey, what do we do? What do we do? While he was starving. See, the thing is, black folks, we got to stop being in fuck around bullshit mode and then want to cram for the test when shit gets thick. And then you want a quick fix answer. There is no quick fix answer. It's about living a code every day. Do y'all understand that? I want y'all to get this. Because see, what black folks want is, okay, I want to go back to bullshitting. I want to go back to watching Scandal. What can I do to let these white supremacists know that I'm mad at them, but I want to go back to all my bullshit? No. That's the problem. You can't go back to the bullshit. Because see, the white supremacists, they don't cram for the test at the last inning. The white supremacists are on code every motherfucking day. They don't take no breaks from their code. That's what black folks don't get. We want to fuck around and then cram at the last minute. You're going up against the people who practice their religion, which is white supremacy, 24 hours a day. And they've been doing it for the last 500 years. So you want an answer for people practicing something for 500 years. You want something in a 140 character tweet. So you can go back to watching Scandal, listening to your fucking Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber albums, and trying to be the next Olivia Pope or the basketball player who's having a white girl party on his fucking yacht. See, y'all trying to cram at the last minute. You're the grasshopper knocking on the ant's door during wintertime. When you have brothers like me, Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, Zoe Williams, other brothers out here trying to lace you with shit every day. Because see, we do this every day. And when we're doing it every day and you're in bullshit land, they're looking at us like, oh, these niggas are ashy hotep. He's ashy. Talking that Africa black stuff. Well, the Africa black stuff sounds real good when white daddy has took his dick out your mouth and now you sitting there stranded and now he's coming back with a vengeance. That's why it kills me when people want to ask me, well, what do we do? I'm like, well, nigga, I done did 4 fucking full-length movies telling you what to do. My whole timeline is telling you about what to do. So don't cram at the last minute. You're supposed to be living melanoid empowerment. You're supposed to be living it every day. You're supposed to be living it every day. And this is why we get caught in the quagmire that we're in. No, that Dallas thing wasn't a hoax. I'm going to get on that in a minute. Now, these white supremacists, they killed this brother down in Baton Rouge, Alton Sterling. They killed him, lied about what happened. Another tape came out showing that they pinned this man down and executed him. The other brother out there in Minnesota executed this brother. They were going to lie on him. They shot this man's arm off damn near with a woman and a child in the back. This is how bold and brazen these white supremacists are getting. And let me tell y'all something. The mainstream media, they are on the side of white supremacy. Fox and CNN are basically the same damn network. Don't let them fool you. Fox and CNN is the same thing. CNN tries to pretend to be liberal. They get on every coon. They always get the coons on there. Then they get white folks on there talking greasy about black people. And let me tell you something. Alton Sterling, the brother who got killed out there in Baton Rouge, one of his baby mamas, they had her talking about, well, I don't want to say it's about race, because they done wrote a check for her. Somebody done got to one of his baby's moms, and that's the thing. That's what these networks do. And that's what the white supremacists do. They'll find a coon in your family. They'll test out different family members to see who's the coon, so they can give them a little check, so they can go out in the camera and start talking about, well, it ain't really about race, and I don't really want the death penalty. This nigga, Negress, Sterling's baby mom said that. This hood rat, that's a hood rat. No sympathy. If you're going to do stupid shit that's off code, no sympathy. You're more concerned with somebody giving you some little hair weave and edges money instead of some damn justice. Now, who I have the ultimate respect for, the brother in Minnesota, Philando, his mom, and shout out to Philando, the brother who got killed. Rest in peace with that brother. You know, he was a fan of Hidden Colors. Somebody showed me a post he made on his Facebook a couple of years ago shouting Hidden Colors out. So that brother was a fan of my movies. I'm thinking that his family was on code. Shout out to his girl. That sister's been spitting. The sister, and I know y'all seen the video by now, and I'm not going to show it at all because it's very graphic. It's very sad of him getting killed. This sister, his girlfriend, she was on code when he got killed. She did the right thing. That sister started live streaming on Facebook. And that was very important. And that's why when we do More Us later on, I'm going to get a feature where we can stream live on that. So when you stream, your video will be automatically posted. Because when she was streaming live, while my man was dying, she was streaming, saying what was happening. And they ended up throwing her phone away. You see? They threw her phone away. This is how slick these white supremacists are getting. And she was saying, she was real calm, real cool. She knew not to get upset because the cop was trying to elevate her and escalate the situation and make her upset so he could justify killing her in front of the damn child, just like he killed the brother. Dude, they are they have turned into the Nazi Germany system right now. This is the new Nazi system. So she's being calm. She's like, yes, sir, I'm doing what I'm supposed to, sir. She was explaining. He just got shot. He was about to give her his license to him. And this brother Philando, the white supremacists, they're trying to demonize that brother. The brother was clean as a whistle. The brother was clean as a whistle. Philando, this brother didn't have a jail record. The brother worked at a school with children in the cafeteria. I mean, the brother was as square and as clean cut as you can get. And these white supremacists are trying to find ways to demonize this brother. They done found a picture, which I knew they were going to do. They found a picture of him with one of his friends, and one of his friends had a bandana. And they're like, oh, he was a Crip. So the white supremacists are desperately trying to sully that brother's name. He wasn't no Crip, wasn't no gangbanger. Gangbangers don't work in no fucking school cafeterias. Who is he, the damn Sesame Street Crips? So this is how demonic these white supremacists are getting. And the Daily Mail, the UK paper, they're so desperate. These dirty, rotten, demonic bastards posted a story talking about his traffic tickets. They start talking about all the traffic tickets he got. That's how desperate they were to try to criminalize this man. They went and found about a whole bunch of traffic tickets this man had and said, oh, he had 40-something traffic violations. You gotta be a demonic fuck to really dig that deep to demonize somebody over traffic tickets. He worked at a white school. Hilarious. And let me tell you, and his mom, and I love his mom, Philando's mom, I love that sister to death because she ain't with the bullshit. Because she was on CNN, and this is why they ain't throwing the mic in her face every 5 minutes. But Philando's mom was on CNN, and you know, they had Don Lemonade. They had Don Lemonade interviewing her. Little soft shoe, tap dancing coon. Yes, I said it. That little slick shit you tried to pull, Don Lemonade, and I know you're probably watching Don Lemonade. Y'all see that slick shit? I posted a link of it on my Instagram of that little slick shit Don Lemonade tried to do. Because Don Lemonade, yo, he's a little sweet thing. He tried to steer her into that forgiveness talk. He tried to steer her into that forgiveness talk. They always do that with black folks. They'll try to, this is what he did, because Don Lemonade was like, well, you know, one of the civil rights leaders, what's that, John Lewis, whatever the fuck his name is, he put up a coon tweet talking about how the police beat him. Hold on. So Don Lemonade was talking about, well, you know, some of the civil rights leaders who march with Dr. King, you know, they have a take on this. And, you know, Dr. King was all about forgiveness. And, you know, what do you think about that? What do you think about, you know, Dr. King's message in regards to your son? You see how slick he tried to word it? He tried to word it and steer. They love doing that. They love throwing Dr. King's name in their bullshit. They've been trying to do that to me all weekend because I've been letting the white supremacists have it. Yeah, John Lewis, that's his name. That old coon. Yes, he is a coon. I don't give a fuck if he's a civil rights. Fuck them niggas. Because half them fucking civil rights dudes were agents and half them niggas helped set up Dr. King. Fuck them niggas. I said it. They love wheeling out some old Negro talking about, oh, this is a civil rights leader from back in the day. You need to respect him. Fuck them niggas. Half them niggas set up Dr. King. Half them niggas who was with King set him up. Look at those last photos of Dr. King. Dr. King is really, when he was about to get killed, them niggas made sure, let me find a picture so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Fuck them niggas. They think that that's some kind of plus when they mention, hold on. They think that that's some kind of plus if they mention Dr. King and some of these Negroes that was down with King. Let me show y'all this picture. Hold on, because I showed this before. Okay, this one right here. Okay, hold on one second, because this... Because see, with Dr. King, just the way they allowed him to get shot like that. Hold on, because some of those niggas knew what was about to happen when Dr. King got shot. I ain't impressed by a lot of them dudes, man. Like when Dr. King was about to get shot, he was left all in the open by himself. A lot of those dudes were not around him. Like, this is one of the last pictures of Dr. King. Yeah, that's one of the last pictures of him. And usually there's a lot of people around him, but right before he got killed, those niggas made sure that they had a good, clear shot of Dr. King. There's a lot of good books on that, man. Y'all need to start looking at some of those FBI files, man. But Don Lemonade was trying to steer Philando's mom into saying that she forgave, and she said straight up, she was like, "Look, I can forget a lot of stuff, but I can't forgive. And these people took my son away from me, so I don't forgive nothing. Bottom line." My hat goes off to her. She let Don Lemonade know, I ain't forgiving shit. That's real talk right there. But the thing is, they let the Department of Jigaboos come in, and they're not going to really do anything. The Department of Jigaboos, they got a couple of token Negroes who pretend that they're running. They ain't running. Loretta Lynch ain't running nothing. They're puppets. The white supremacists control her, Obama, all of them. They can't do anything. They put a bunch of token, powerless Negroes up there. The white supremacists have given so-called law enforcement, which is not law enforcement at all. These are a bunch of race soldiers. They've given them the green light to execute black folks at will, and they will not get punished. And that's where we are right now. That's where we are. And black folks got to be very honest about that.